Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today we're checking out another product from CAMMUS Racing. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, when I got home today, there was a care package from CAMMUS sitting on the porch for me. And in that, we have the GTS Rim for the for both the LP8 as well as the I'll just go ahead and we'll do them one at a time. For the LP8 as well as the WB21, the 15 Newton meter, this will actually work with both of those. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to open this up and we're going to take a look at these one at a time. I love the CAMMUS packaging. To be completely honest with you, it kind of gives me that that freaking light. So the CAMMUS packaging is almost reminiscent of the older Xbox, the original Xbox. So it kind of just has that look, man. That black and green. It just has that iconic look already right out of the gate. That CAMMUS look. So you'll open your box, and then you will have the foam covering, the black foam. We don't need that. But take a look at that beauty. I'm not even joking, man. This thing looks very premium. Let's go ahead and pull it out. Set that right down. And then we will take a look at the other part. So this right here, yes, this is awesome. This is awesome, man. I was a little bit worried about not having two of these. So this right here will go on the front of the LP8, and then in the back here, if you look back there, those little brass things will sit on there, and these big giant ball bearings. Look how big those are. Those are nice. And this quick release, very, very, very nice. So there's that. There will be our connector, our connection plate, as well as the. Oh wow. That was on the magnet. Look at those magnets. Nice clicking sound. That actually feels nice in your hand. So this is a little bit smaller than I thought it was going to be, but it is beautiful. I'm telling you, like holding this in your hand, like the video just does not do that justice. So you'll have your knobs. Ooh, those will feel nice. These actually feel really nice. They have like nice tactile feeling. Momentary. This is momentary. On, off, on. And then you have your 4 buttons up here in the top. Let's go ahead and show you those. These feel exactly like the buttons on the GT1, which is nice. So you'll have 4 buttons for that, 4 programmable buttons, 2 knobs, two switches, 1 momentary, 1 on, off. And then, of course, your paddle shifters. Those feel nice. I like that carbon fiber plate on these. That really does feel nice. So as you can see, the frame looks like it's probably 1/8 of an inch thick. These here feel like they are hard rubber. A nice hard rubber on the back of these. Feels pretty nice. The way your fingers kind of indent in those. I love this. This is absolutely beautiful. I love the minimalistic look to this, as well as the overall aesthetic to this. It just looks clean. It just looks clean. I like this. So now we will see what came in the little bags with that. So these are all of the hardware, all of the screws, all of the hardware that are going to go into putting that quick release adapter on there. Let's get into this little box right here, this little care package box. If I can pop it open. I think this is the only thing that's like taped closed. So this right here is going to be the power brick for the LP8. It's going to have this adapter and then the XVE on here. If this is the same wattage or whatever, I might just use this. 6 amps, 36 volt. I don't know. I wonder if this is. I wonder if this one here can be used with the, or I wonder if the 5 Newton meter one can be used with the LP8. So that there is the star of the show. Let's look at the LP8. I just wanted to. I've been wanting that GTS Rim for a very, very long time. Very long time. So with the LP8, this is a chunky little thing. Opens up the same way as the other box. You'll get your instruction manual with that. Go ahead and set that down. It looks like with this thing, we are going to have to kind of dump it out. Dump that bad baby right onto my lap. And then we will set the box right there. Ooh, in there you get another bag of stuff. So we'll set that foam right there. So this another bag, some more screws, mounting stuff. This will be to mount it to the cockpit. You get your power cable, and then this is still technically exactly like the other ones they send you with this hookup for the USB, but the overall quality of the cable looks significantly better, and now it actually says CAMMUS on it. It actually says CAMMUS on it now, whereas the other ones were, I think this here is an actual retail model they sent me for this. The other two were prototype models. This is an actual retail model they sent out this time for actual for the actual retail of it. So all right, there is your your cables, your power supply, and your USB. And that's that. All right, let's check this out. Boy, that thing is nice. It's like a little baby. It's like a baby. The way it feels in my hand, oh my gosh, this is cool. I like that collet. Look at that. It looks nice. It's got the CAMMUS branding on it. Now on the back here, you're gonna have 3 lights, all your adapters for your pedals, for your emergency stop. Looks like USB out. I'm trying to read it from the camera. USB in, so you got a USB out this time. Interesting. Very interesting. I wonder what the USB out will do. We'll figure that out. So I'm assuming that these lights right here light up blue. That's the way it looked with the thing. So what we're gonna do is while we've got this out, we're gonna go ahead and install the quick release adapter on here, so that we have that available. All the hardware. Okay, so now this doesn't really matter exactly how you plug the or whatchamacallit. Just as long as you get these 2 plugs in there, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's got like a little tab in there that will let you know once you got it adapted in there. Just kind of set it down. It's got plenty of freaking holes, so you'll be able to get it right no matter what. You don't even necessarily have to put this on here. You can just get, I believe, any six lug pattern wheel and stick it, mount it right to this base. You do not have to go out of your way to do anything crazy. All right, so I'm assuming it is these littler ones. So we'll put this bad boy right here. Okay, so yeah, it is those. So I've actually got this little toy. It's just a little stubby with an actual. This might be a little bit too big on this size. Hope you guys don't mind this, but I have the tools. Still a little too big. Absolutely perfect. No, I didn't buy this set just for doing these wheel things, but it came in handy for this. That was actually pretty cool when I started figuring that out. So, it kind of just makes... Oh, wait, I forgot. These ones here are freaking 1/4 inch. I don't have a 1/4 inch ratchet. That sucks. So, we'll just get them tightened in there and then we'll hit them with that. We'll just put these in here like this and then we'll just hit them with the... We'll hit them with the other thing. I just wanted you guys to see like the process of putting this stuff on, so that like when you get yours, you can see, you know, how the retail model went. Every other hole is a screw, which is pretty nice. You got plenty of freaking screwed holes. I mean, these here are all going in absolutely easy. Doesn't feel like there's any missed threads or anything like that. So it all... This actually feels pretty dang premium, guys. To be completely honest with you. I mean, some of it obviously, you know, looks a little bit, you know, like the front of this right here. You know, the material that it's made out of is, you know, like an aluminum. You can tell it's aluminum, so it kind of feels pretty light. So you might be thinking like, oh man, that feels kind of cheap, but it's aluminum, man. Aluminum always feels really light. Lightweight aluminum. But it looks durable. It looks like it's got a black powder coating on there for paint purposes, protection. You know, and to make it look a little better. I'll tell you what, the actual collet right here is a lot more shiny than the actual plate for the quick release. So let's slide this over here just a little bit, tighten these down. Try to go straight across and tighten that one down. And then do it in a star pattern. Up here to here. Straight across to that one. Back over to this one right here. And then straight back. And there you go. Man, that freaking feels pretty nice spinning that. So, with your wheel, you set that baby on there. Sometimes when you first get these, they're a little bit... you got to get them in the right spot. Okay. There we go. And then it will pop. That right there, if you look at that, okay, so the weight balance, the weight distribution of this, you'll be able to see it kind of right here. Look at that. Yeah. That feels nice. There's enough weight in the base that you can put that wheel on there, and it doesn't try to pull it off the table just like the CAMMUS. You try to do that with the Fanatec, and it's too top heavy. It's too, like, the wheels are so much heavier on that right there. Even that Gran Turismo wheel is pretty heavy on that Fanatec. It makes it fall off. This right here, that means that your wheel is light. You're gonna feel a lot more feedback as you're driving with this. This is gonna feel very, very nice. Very nice. So then to take it off, it's the same way. Ooh, man, this one here is a little bit lighter than, but it takes off the same way. Pop off. You got a little CAMMUS right there. Absolutely freaking beautiful. But wait, there's more. So I will be getting this hooked up, and I will get you a video on exactly how that drives. But these are the pedals that would come with the... These are the pedals that come with the C5, or the pedal add-on kit that you can get with the C5. So let's go ahead and crack this open. We'll get that open. That there comes with another instruction booklet for the pedals. Another piece of foam. Okay, these are pedal plates. Just straight up plates. Nothing freaking fancy whatsoever. I mean, these things retail for like $49.99. They retail for $50. Here is the plate for them. And then yes, you do have to assemble these pedals, it looks like. Okay. Here is the plate for them, the mounting plate that you'll be able to put those in. You'll have USB-C, it looks like, and a RJ12. So I think is what I'll do, because I'm not going to pull my pedals off to put these ones on my rig. You do get USB-C to USB-C for your connection on that, which is really cool. They give you plenty of non-slip pads that you can stick on the bottom of those. We will be testing those on the floor. They're made by 3M, so they've got good adhesive on there. 3M is always good about getting some good adhesive. That is nice to see, to be completely honest with you. Now these pedals, they feel... I mean, that would get the job done. I might just use these to strengthen my grip, to be completely honest with you. No, I'm going to do it because I'm going to be testing the C5 with these pedals on the ROG Ally. You heard that right. We're going to set it up and we're going to see if it will work on the ROG Ally. Playing some... we're going to play some Assetto Corsa Competizione on the ROG Ally with that C5. We are going to try that. Now that we have the pedals, I can do that. Maybe we'll play some rally. Woo! This one here feels a lot. Yeah, okay, this is the brake pedal. Look, you can see the red. Oh yeah, this one here's got more. These aren't too bad actually, guys. These aren't, these like, they've got some freaking power, but they do have that right there to like keep it from going down too far. Look at the profile. Let me set them on this plate. I actually might put these together right now with you guys on here. Look at that profile. That profile's not too bad. Let's go ahead and stick these together. Let's put them on here. All right, so obviously we're gonna have our accelerator pedal. Okay, Oh, I see. Okay, wait, let's see which one is... Okay, so that goes like that. Oh, whoa. Oh, I see. So look at this. The pedals actually sit farther back than on the plate. They don't actually sit on that plate. They sit farther back. Okay. Dude, I'm putting this together without instructions. CAMMUS is going to freaking get on me and they're going to be like, what are you doing, man? Use our instructions. I'm like, dude, I build stuff. I fix things for a living. That's what I do. I fix things. If I can't figure out how to put together a set of pedals, man, heaven help us. Heaven help us. I'll tell you what, man, if you're going to buy these for $50 is what the cost of this set is. If you're going to buy this set, I honestly recommend just getting like just get a set of pedals from like Sparco or something like that. I might order some and like customize these babies up to show you what they would look like. But I would just get something because these are literally just flat pieces of metal. Just a flat piece of metal. So I would recommend you spruce these babies up. But $50 for this pedal set, man, if it feels alright, that'll be good. And this here will complete the whole freaking the setup for the C5. I'm just putting these screws in here. Wait, I think I have a freaking really small one of those in here. Just helps to get them started with this. If this will even fit. Who knows? Yeah, perfect. Awesome. That's going to be great. Yeah, these are really small little screws, but this is fairly easy the way it's set up. So it's got Hall effect sensors in there too. Like these are magnetic sensors. They sense. So chances of these going out with like a potentiometer or something, that's not going to happen. These are definitely going to last you a little while. They're the mounting pattern is just these 4 holes. So if you're mounting these to like a frame or something, I think that you'll have a pretty decent experience on there. But is what we're going to do is we're going to stick those non-slip pads on there. This is the throttle. That actually does not feel too bad. So you'll have 2 mounting holes right here that you can still mount even more, that you can mount these pedals to. As you can see, like right here before I put this pedal on, you see that slot right there with the little board in there? This little thing is going to just go right in there. Boop, and then it just sits in there. It just sits right in there, and then you mount the pedal to the plate back here. Well, maybe if I can find the holes. There we go. Now these are very, very small screws, very delicate, but they do give you, it looks like, 4 extra in case you lose a couple of them. So that's pretty cool. That's very, very generous. Very generous. You know, honestly, man, I'll tell you what, if you bought these, like say you, because the C5, man, let's be honest with this. The C5 is not like going to be like your hardcore racing sim action. This is your entry level direct drive wheel. Like this will give you the satisfaction and the overall feel of racing with direct drive at an affordable entry level price. Oh gosh, yeah, that brake pedal is definitely harder on that. Yeah, I definitely want to get. I wonder if I still got like an old pair of Thrustmaster ones, man. So I would definitely be putting these up higher on here. Actually, you could put these kind of low too. Yeah. Maybe the higher ones. Ah. Actually, I'm going to try these on the low setting. I'm going to try these on the lower one. Actually, yeah. I think you get 2 extra screws with this setup. We'll put them on a lower one. That'll probably give you a little bit better overall gosh, gonna have to grab that. These are super simple to put together. Like, this is very, very easy. You know what, man? I might just, so what I might do is I might just set the C5 up right here again, like I had the other day when I first got that. I might just set that up right there and just kind of mount these, like put maybe a screw or so back there so they don't slide around. Just put like a couple screws in the back of those and like sit right here with the C5 and test that out with the ROG Ally. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Because these right here, I mean, once you get a couple screws like through those into the floor, and if you got carpet, like seriously, man, like seriously, I did this with the Thrustmaster, the TX. I put that baby in the front room, and those pedals kept sliding all over the place because I didn't have a cockpit, and then like it was frustrating, so I didn't want to drive, so I just screwed them to the floor. Or I got like this belt and I ran it across them and I just screwed it to the floor. I'm not joking, man. Seriously, the things that you'll do just to try something out, man. Sometimes I'm like, whatever. But you know, if you got carpet, you're not gonna see it. You just put a couple screws in there, you're not gonna see that. It's actually pretty nice. So the accelerator pedal. See if they, I mean, these holes are kind of, you know, mitered out a little bit, so they are sitting fairly flush with the pedal face. But these are really basic, very basic pedals, very, very basic. But I do like the fact that you get, I like the fact that they did the Hall effect. Like the magnetic sensors in there. I like that a lot because these are going to last you a long time in case you need a pair of backup pedals. I kind of want to just freaking screw them to the floor right now, but we're going to put these pads on there. These M3 pads on there because these are going to freaking definitely help. So I'll put 2 right behind where the pedal mounts are. I'll put 1 on each side right there. And then we will do, because you get 6 of them, so we'll do 2 right here, and then we will go all the way. So we got 4 more, so we'll do 1 at the very front, right next to that. I'll probably do as close to the hole as possible. Okay. Get this one over here on this one up to the freaking front. And then what we'll do is we'll just stand on it. These here should kind of help, you know, with the load on those. All right. So there is 3 of them, 4 of them, 5 of them, 6. 6 pads all together, all close to those mount holes. So it kind of looks like that. So now we'll set it on this floor, which is a hardwood floor, and we'll see. Wow. It was sliding all over the place. I feel like you got a good enough tension. I feel like you got a good enough tension with those. Let me get these up here on the table. Yeah, see, I mean, they do kind of, they will stay on the floor if They will stay if you got a little bit hard braking. Like you'll be able to push these, you know, no matter what, like you will. But if you're just lightly braking, those don't feel bad at all. They actually are. They're sufficient. Honestly, they're sufficient. They will get the job done, and you will be up racing. Like I said, you do have USB Type-C for your connection back there, USB Type-C, and then RJ12. So you've got both options. You can run it either way if you want to run. Because on the back of the C5, you don't have the RJ12. You just have the USB-C. So you'll be running that into that with the USB-C. That you got the USB-C cable with that. So you'll have USB-C. See the little CAMMUS right there? So you'll have USB-C for your pedals to your C5. Actually is what we're going to do, because we'll run these to the C5 and then we'll run another USB-C up to the ROG Ally, and we'll see if that will actually work. So I'll just have that just sitting right here with these pedals. That's cool. That's kind of the way I envisioned myself using the C5, honestly, was just throw it up on the desk every once in a while and play around with it and like make some fun videos with that, as opposed to having it like on the actual sim rig. But playing last night when we were doing the live stream, Racing with CAMMUS is a new series on this channel. We're going to do that every week. We're probably going to play with the times, maybe like 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. or whatever. And then maybe once during the week we'll do another one. But the intensity of that C5, like while in the thick of things, in a race, in between cars, that was absolutely incredible. That was incredible. That feeling was out of this freaking world when I was playing some Automobilista 2. Very, very nice. The new physics in that game, and paired with the C5, absolutely incredible. It feels good. You can feel the bumps. You can feel the undulations. You can feel every single thing through that C5 that you can feel on the 15 Newton meter base, and it feels, because of the diameter of it, it feels intense and it feels good. It's like 1-to-1 steer ratio, just like any of the other ones. It's incredible. Like, it feels great when I'm sitting there and I'm playing on WRC 10 and I'm sliding through the dirt and oh gosh, I love the way these things feel, man. Like, I get that CAMMUS sends me this stuff. I get that. And I get that you're probably thinking like, "Well, man, what are you talking about, man? You're just you're like, they don't pay me for this. They send me these products, and when I use them, okay, think about it this way. I spent $1,341 for a Fanatec setup for the DD Pro, for the DD GT7 Pro, 8 Newton meter package. I spent like $941 for that, and then I spent another $441 for the Club Sport Universal Hub for Xbox with the R330 rim. I spent a total of $1,300 for that setup. For the setup right there for the 15 Newton meter CAMMUS right there, that one there is the exact same price as buying that 8 Newton meter Fanatec. If you also, this one right here, I believe is like $349 or something. I don't know the exact pricing on the C8, but this is the same. That right there basically competes with that Fanatec, and this is less money. Even with the GTS Rim on it, it is less money than that is. with the better, and I think you do get like the better pedals with the C8. You can get like the better pedals. These are going to be their standard pedals that you can just get, you know, like with this is their answer to like what Fanatec sent me with the DD Pro, or yeah, with the DD Pro, the 8 Newton meter DD Pro GT7. That's pretty much in line with that. The CAMMUS ones are or the Fanatec ones are definitely a little bit more stylized and not as they're not as basic as these, but they are basic, and they actually do a good job. So when it comes down to it, I like the way these CAMMUS wheels feel. When I got that 15 Newton meter wheel and I started using it when CAMMUS sent that to me back in February, immediately going from a Thrustmaster TX, I was blown away. I was absolutely blown away. I could never go back to a belt driven wheel again. I made that abundantly clear because it was such an enormous difference in the overall way that direct drive wheel felt over the belt and wheel pulleys. I felt right at home. Like, I felt right at home. I immediately was able to get better. I was better at driving and everything. It just happened that fast. It was like boom, instantaneously. Like, you get. And the reason why I like CAMMUS more than I like the Fanatec. Okay, now I do like Fanatec. They're not a bad company. If that's your thing, if you've got an Xbox, a PlayStation, and a PC, and you want something that'll work with all of them, Fanatec's got you answered right there. Boom, you're good to go. You buy a PlayStation base, you get an Xbox Rim, and you're good to go. You can play all three of them, and it's not a bad experience. You'll be fine. But I'd already tasted the CAMMUS. I've already tasted the CAMMUS sweetness before I bought that Fanatec. And after, like, there's no going back. Like, there's no going back from CAMMUS to me for Fanatec. That Fanatec is going to sit there. It's absolutely going to sit there. Forza Motorsport, when it comes out later this year, will have support for generic wheels or whatever, because that's basically what CAMMUS comes up as in most of the time. I've found the CAMMUS software to be perfectly fine, but the thing is like, that Fanatec's gonna sit there until I get a wild hair up my butt that I'm like, yeah, you know what, man, I think I want to play some GT7 in VR. That's why I bought it. That's why I bought it. I would have never even considered buying that Fanatec had I not needed something that would work with the PlayStation 5. If CAMMUS worked with the PlayStation 5, I would have never bought the Fanatec. That's how much I like the CAMMUS. I'm so happy to be back and using these CAMMUS products every day for all my racing needs. I'm absolutely ecstatic about it, and they're incredible. They feel great, and that's the one thing that I want to talk about now. And we're going to definitely test this on the LP8. Is the consistency so far has been absolutely incredible. I can go from Automobilista 2 right to WRC 10, right over to Assetto Corsa Competizione, and the only setting I need to change in between those three games is I need to make the wheel rim 900 degrees for Assetto Corsa Competizione. Both Automobilista 2 and WRC 10, I have them set to 360 degrees, which is absolutely perfect. And very, very nice on the C5, might I add. That C5 is a beast. And it's under $500, even with the shipping. That's one thing that I do want to mention. When it comes to CAMMUS, the more you are going to pay an import duty tax. I think I was looking at the cost of like the 15 Newton meter with the third for the whole. I mean, this comes with the LP100 pedals. It comes with the 15 Newton meter base. It also comes with either the GT1 rim or you can get the GTS rim, all in a bundle. I believe it was like $139 or $149 just for the shipping. I believe, yeah, right here into the US. I don't know how much that would be in like Canada or something like that. So when you are looking at the lower price, just keep that in mind and be like, okay, it is going to be a little bit more. Because I paid $941 for the Fanatec GT7 Pro or 8 Newton meter GT7 DD Pro out the door. It was $941. I think the overall cost to have the 15 Newton meter bundle shipped to me, I think it was like $1139 or something. If I wanted to have that whole thing shipped to me and pay for it, it was going to be like a couple $100 more than what the Fanatec is. But the overall quality of that versus the Fanatec, man. But you got to understand, if you're only on PC and that's all you care about, then yeah, dude, I obviously absolutely recommend CAMMUS. And that's the 1141 was for the top dog 15 Newton meters. If you get the LP8, you're a little over $500. You're probably like $600 for this whole setup right here. That's with the better pedals. That's with the better pedals. I mean, this one here's, I mean, this right here, this setup, boom, that is a monster looking thing. I like the CAMMUS on there. That looks cool. But yeah, that little monster right there for this, and that feels nice. Dude, this feels a lot heavier, a lot more sturdy than that Fanatec. But here's the thing, man. Here's the kicker. If you buy the Fanatec and you want it for the Xbox, I think, man, you can literally put the whole bundle together. I made a video on the Fanatec. I don't have like I'm not against Fanatec at all. Like I'm not. But when it comes to my products and the way I do things on this channel, I like my consistency more than I like the best or the premium or whatever. Like, as long as something can get the job done, I personally feel like CAMMUS is one of those like companies that just like comes literally out of nowhere, delivers an awesome product, and we've all seen these before in our lives. We've all seen these incredible things come out, like these incredible products. They just come out at the wrong time, or during like some big old boom or whatever else. They just come out at the wrong time, and they don't gain enough traction. I've watched some of the other reviewers and how they talk about CAMMUS. I've been doing my homework. I've done my homework a little bit. And we always come back to, I like the Fanatec better. I like the feels. I'll tell you what, man. On Assetto Corsa Competizione, and this is the only game that I know that has extra feels when it comes to the Fanatec. When you're sitting stopped and you turn your wheels, it puts like an extra added layer of like grittiness in the motor. Like, you can feel like your tires kind of moving across the ground. Like, you can feel the grittiness. Like, you can feel it. And it does feel cool. It is a very cool extra touch. But when it comes to actually driving, I can't tell a difference. I feel like the CAMMUS just feels better. I feel like the CAMMUS feels better. When I jump on, so I'm big into rally racing, guys. I'm big into rally racing. Rally racing is by far my favorite genre in racing. After that, it's GT3. I love rally. I love GT3. When I get into my WRC games, because they have what's called canned effects. They're just noisy effects, whatever. You know, they're not like super detailed or anything like that. I mean, but with the CAMMUS, they actually feel pretty dang good when you're going over the dirt and the bumps, and you can feel like the undulations and the juddering and the jerkiness and stuff. Like, you can feel that, and you kind of get that little shake in your arms as you're driving across. Go drive down a dirt road and tell me that you don't get like the little undulations and stuff while you're driving. Go try it and see if you can do it. Like, let me know, okay? When I put on the Fanatec, okay, and this is the one thing that I do not like. This is why it was such an easy choice. This is the main thing. This is the easiest choice for me to make, going CAMMUS over the Fanatec. I even bought that R330 rim, hoping that things would be better for that. So when I put on the Fanatec, okay, and I turn off the smoothing thing, because it has like this smoothness filter for canned effects in games that have canned effects, and it completely eliminates those and adds whatever Fanatec feelings that it wants to add. You know, and when you're talking about WRC games, it completely breaks that experience for me. It completely breaks it for me. And then if I turn it off, if I turn off the smoothing, it is so annoying. Like, it just feels clunky. It's a clunky experience without on there. It's like clunk, 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 and it even makes like clunk sounds, clunk, 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 clunk. And I'm like, what the freak is wrong with this thing? There was no way for me to set that up in the Fanatec experience to my liking. And I tried everything. I literally went number by number by number, turning it up and turning it down by one digit, and it never felt right for me. And so when I get into the CAMMUS, okay, I set it at 100. I leave everything stock. Everything stock except for the power ratio and the turn ratio in the turning ratio, the degrees. I set it at 360 for my rally games. Okay, if you're driving a WRC car in WRC generations, all the way from 8 up to generations, 360 degrees is actually perfect for those cars. They have kind of a tighter turning radius. When you go to turn into a corner, you can get a little bit better slide. And the thing with CAMMUS is, even though you turn, you can kind of turn your wheel back a little bit as you're sliding, and it doesn't just jerk you the other freaking way, man, like it would on a Thrustmaster or even the Fanatec kind of jerks you a little bit. Like, you've got enough degree of rotation to where you can turn back and it feels smooth. It feels very smooth. Even drifting games on CAMMUS absolutely feel incredible. Now, I've had since February to play with CAMMUS and to play with Fanatec. These are the only two companies that I'm probably gonna. I mean, if somebody else sends me, wheels or whatever for testing, maybe we'll get into those. But as it sits right now, I don't even necessarily care to test a whole bunch of other wheels. Like, I don't. Like, I'm sold with CAMMUS. I'm absolutely sold. So when and you can't say that I don't have the money. I mean, if I had to buy one, I could have bought one easily. I'm grateful that CAMMUS decided to reach out to me and be like, hey man, will you try our stuff? They were new. Nobody's heard of them. Nobody knows anything about CAMMUS. They're like, hey man, will you try our stuff? And I was like, yeah, I'll definitely, yeah, no problem, man. Like, send it on over. They sent it to me and I fell in love with that thing. And then, and so, like, me being the kind of guy that I am and how I review things, I'm like, you know what, man? I had a TX experience. I haven't tested anything else. Every time I listen to one of these other reviewers on CAMMUS stuff, they're always Fanatec this, Fanatec that, Fanatec's the best. And if you listen to them closely, they're like, oh, I don't know, I just like the little extra feels that I get on the Fanatec and blah blah blah, and they got like this ecosystem and blah blah blah, and it's dude, you know what made McDonald's popular when they first came out? Lack of freaking choice. It was, hey man, I need two things to get it done. You look over there at the GT1 rim, 330 millimeter rim. Absolutely incredible for rally racing. It can get the job done for other things, but absolutely incredible for rally racing. Your other option, GTS. You got two rims. They're about $140 a piece. They are solid construction. Very nice when it comes to the quick release. Very cool. You got those two options. That's all you need. CAMMUS is not packed with a bunch of FOMO like every other racing sim place out there. If you're if you're any from a casual to an experienced sim racer, if you're a casual to an experienced sim racer, I do believe that CAMMUS has something for you. And that's one of the things, man, like with PC, with everything. You got FOMO out there that's always driving you crazy. I'll tell you what, man, I guarantee it, if you were to have any one of these CAMMUS wheels, I haven't tested the LP8 yet. Obviously, I'll test that out. But if anything tells me, like, this is going to be just as consistent as the other two, it's going to feel just as good, and it's going to be fine. So, but I will be looking at, like, the power brake to see if that power brake would work with this one and that one and whatever else, and we'll find out. I think I will just plug that other power brake into this to see how that's actually going to work. But the overall experience that I get from CAMMUS and the overall price that you're going to pay for that, if you are looking for the 15 Newton meter rim, you can actually get those every once in a while. They do have warehouses here in the US and in Canada, I believe, is coming, or somewhere else. They actually are getting to the point where they're starting to get some of this out to warehouses, so you don't have to pay that shipping tax and all of that stuff. But and every time they'll send me like the thing, and I'll be like, hey, we got this amount in the warehouse in the US, 0 shipping, and then boom, I will send out those links for you in a video. I'll start making like a whole video for those when I get those, so that you know that, like, hey man, they got this in stock, I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. And that way you'll be able to save some of that money on, like, the whole shipping and stuff. But when it comes down to it, the only other few questions that I have about CAMMUS as like a consumer, just like you, as somebody that wants you to have a good experience, would be their return policy. I don't know. I haven't had any of these break down yet, so I don't know how that will work out. I do keep all of the boxes just in case I do need to send something back, but I'm pretty sure if something broke, I would just text them and they would just probably send me out another one so that I could keep covering it for them. but I'm fine with that. Like I am okay with covering products that I believe in, and I do believe in CAMMUS. I do think the CAMMUS is pretty cool, man. I like what these guys are doing, and it is nice to have them come in there and start shaking things up, man. Now you got MOZA bringing out cheaper stuff. You've got Fanatec lowering the prices, and you've got you're getting the competition that you want in the racing series. Because I'll tell you what, man. When you buy one of those belt drive wheels, you're probably going to be sticking that thing in the closet. It's going to be an eyesore. You're never going to want to get on there. You're going to rarely play with it. But I guarantee you, if you get a direct drive wheel, you are going to play with this a lot more. But it is a workout. 5 hours of driving yesterday. Oh, my shoulders still kind of hurt from it. So you will get some sort of a workout playing around with this stuff. So I will, obviously there will be a link for CAMMUS in my description for this, if this is something that you guys are interested in. All of these bases are paired on my FGT from Next Level Racing. Extremely nice base. So far, all of the screw holes have been drilled out for this, so that is awesome. I haven't had to drill out any holes for CAMMUS yet. So that's pretty nice. The FGT cockpit, it has you can get this with a TV mount. I put a TV mount on mine. I've got my OLED over there on there. It's got a nice flat seat. It's easy for a bigger guy to get in and out of. So if you're a bigger guy like me, 300 pounds, you're going to be able to get in and out of there pretty easy. And yeah, this is awesome, man. I absolutely freaking love the CAMMUS products. I'm grateful they sent these out to me today. I will get some actual video of me racing with the LP8. We'll probably do a live stream with that and get it started out. So every week, in closing, every week on Saturday, we are going to be doing a live stream on the channel. It's going to be called Racing with CAMMUS. That's a new thing. I'll have a playlist for you. There will be live streaming in there. There will be there'll be videos, just racing videos of me testing out the products, giving you more feedback, stuff like that. There'll be, how-to videos. Everything CAMMUS is going to be in that one. That one. Well, there's two playlists. There's the CAMMUS DDWB, because that was all the CAMMUS 15 Newton meter rim and wheel. And now this right here, the Racing with CAMMUS series, is going to go on every week. I'm going to be doing those live. There will be actual videos in there. Sometimes throughout the week, I'll be like, yeah, I want to do some racing, so I'll throw together a video. I'll put all of that in the CAMMUS Racing with CAMMUS series, so that it's easy to find, so that you can get in there, so you can watch your favorite content, and then you can see my journey when it comes to CAMMUS. Every weekend, though, on Saturdays from 7 to 10 p.m., we will be going live. You can be questions and answers. CAMMUS might show up and drop off, some discount coupons during the live stream, or pick lucky winners and send them a free setup or something like that, from what they were saying to me. So it would be cool if you guys showed up to those. You never know what CAMMUS is going to show up and give you. And they are scheduled. They're scheduled on the CAMMUS thing. They're scheduled for me. And like I said, CAMMUS will show up. They will either be dropping coupon codes. A lucky winner might get their own setup. Just a bunch of different things that they're really trying to. They're really trying to get the product out there. And they've sent me 3 wheels. I have no problem getting on there and doing like a 3-hour thing. So it's kind of sponsored by CAMMUS, but not really. They don't pay me any money. And so it's just me doing it. Technically, I don't really have to do it, but I do enjoy doing it. So it is pretty cool. You guys can come and check it out. I'll try to get you the best, most informative information I can about CAMMUS. And they don't tell me what to say. Like, I wouldn't let them tell me what to say. I will say whatever I want to say about the products. If I'm sitting there telling you, yeah, grab an LP8 and a pair of Fanatec pedals because they're better, it is what it is, man. Like, it is what it is. So I want you guys to know that, about that, the weekly streams for that. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. That sums it up. So if you guys like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.